Are you into history? Are you into antiques? Are you intrigued by historical artifacts that may carry residual energy? In this episode, we travel to Fowler, Indiana, to the Benton County Historical Museum. The location has hardly been visited by paranormal investigators. We were hoping coming into this investigation that the spirits would have a lot to say. With there being all sorts of items from around the world, we knew it was going to be hard to pinpoint where certain energy levels were coming from. That was until we came across a Nazi artifact. And if you didn't think the Nazi party was evil enough, the evidence that was captured surrounding these German items is what really made me think that there was some sort of dark attachment still lingering after all these years. Not only that, I believe we came in contact with the original owners of the house in which now stands the Historical Museum. So before we get into the investigation, I need you to do Tommy T a little fave. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that little notification bell so you stay notified for future investigations. And most importantly, remember to read your instructions for your spirit boards at home to keep your friends and family safe.
The army that Germany has built up in 4 years swings in honor past Hungary's strongman Admiral Horthy. The young men of the new German Reich welded into a mighty war machine.
So I'm Dwight Sneathen. I am with the Fowler Theater, the Old Benton County Jail. I do all the ghost hunts in that space for My Haunted Fowler. We use the money that we get raised for those locations for the Fowler Theater. And the newest place we've been investigating is the Benton County Historical Society. So the building itself was built in 1872. And it was a house, a residential space for the longest time. And at one point, one of the owners, she donated the house to the county. It became the Historical Society. The people that run the place, they take in artifacts from around the county and around, actually we learned today, from around the world. There's a Russian tea set that they acquired in the last year. 9 times out of 10, the stuff they get is from the community, from the county itself. And from a paranormal perspective, we believe a lot of that stuff maybe carrying some paranormal energy, and when you bring that in, it brings in the energy with it. We've investigated just a few times. It's really pretty fresh in terms of being a place that's been investigated, and we've gotten dolls moving, sound of a child. I've got video footage of what looks like a woman, a mist or whatever, like a misty white dress of a woman swirling up in a window. We've had good experiences with EVPs, REM pod sessions. It's really a great little location, and it's one of the, I would say, undiscovered gems of this area in terms of the paranormal. Some of the cool stuff that we've found in the museum, one is a Ouija board that appears to be from prior to World War II. The part that I find most interesting about the Ouija board itself, on the bottom left and right, there's a Star of David and a swastika. There's a lot of negative connotation associated with the swastika, but it really is a symbol of peace. So prior to World War II, that would have been, probably a common thing to see and not something you freak out about. So that was kind of a surprise that we found, and it was part of the stuff that was donated with 2 dolls. And the dolls themselves, one was made by a woman when she was 9, and then her son made another doll when he was 9. And when he was passing away, he asked his sister to destroy the doll. She instead donated the doll here along with the Ouija board. So we think there's some energy tied there. We've actually got video footage of the doll, I'll say, jerking its head backwards. In the Army military artifact room, we uncovered a Nazi helmet from World War II. So we figure there's a lot of negative energy tied to that helmet alone, just by virtue of what it, the person who wore it, what they saw, what they experienced. And it's got a few dents in it, so it probably saw some action. So the history goes way back, even before the house was built.
Alright guys, so we are here tonight at a fairly new location as far as paranormal investigations go. We are at the Benton County Historical Museum here in Fowler, Indiana. Just as we started, we already had, there it goes right there, the music box is going off already. Just outside of the room right here.
Camera shy.
Right. Are you camera shy? Yeah. As well as we had a couple REM pods going off here. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, we have a crazy setup here tonight. I've never done anything like this. So in each row of chairs, we've got REM pods, we got cat balls, we got K2 meters, we got an eddy, and not to mention there's different REM pods as well, not all the same ones. With that being said, we also have these people over here. So if you want to introduce yourselves, actually I'll introduce myself first because I'm more important. Just kidding. So I'm Tommy Tombstone. I'm here tonight to investigate this beautiful house and see if we can get in contact with any of the lovely spirits here tonight. So come talk to us. Don't be afraid.
And I'm Mike Schwanke with the Spirit Hunters team, and we're here to talk to any entities that might want to tell us why they're here and why they're active, like the one that's outside the door.
And I'm Dwight Sneathen. I'm with My Hunt in Fowler, and I guess I'm the host for the evening. And I'm looking forward to any activity we get here.
And I'm Jessica Mignard, and I'm here to speak to any entities that might be here tonight. And I guess Spirit Hunters team. I don't know if I said that or not. I can't remember anymore.
All right. So if there's
I don't want to introduce myself.
Oh yes.
You never have me introduce
I know. I
myself
always
anymore.
forget you're
What's
not
up with
that important. So, but I can't see.
Well, that's the point. That's the point. I don't like being on. I'm John. I'm the cameraman. I just want to see if maybe I can see you. Maybe pick you up on film.
All right. So we get like I was saying, we got all these little pretty devices splayed out on all these little chairs in the room. There's all different sorts of things that work differently. So if you want to use your energy and come up to them, so that means, come out of the room into this room if you're out there, and you can come sit on one of these chairs. We can play a game if you would like. All right, so we kind of debunked, I guess if you will, was it the longer antenna ones that were doing it?
Yeah, the longer ones were going off at the same time, and so we took out the longer antennaed REM pods and went all with the smaller antennas, and now we no longer have that bleed effect.
So hopefully that will make things a little bit more credible. What the hell what was that?
That was your bag.
Yeah,
Well, what the?
Your water fell over.
You weren't even over here.
No, I haven't been over there for a while.
What the hell, dude? That was just like the shit at
That
the
was a
Ensdale
little
house.
peculiar.
That same kind of jumpy noise. Was it this water bottle right here?
Yeah, it tipped over and hit my pistachio.
It's because you didn't give them any tuna.
Well, I will say my shout out to What Goes Bump in the Night. They were just at the Asher Walton house and they had a water bottle got knocked off the counter.
Nice.
So I don't know. That was weird. We were all over here, so.
If you knock that water bottle down, can you touch one of these devices?
Or knock the other water bottle down.
So if there's still someone in here that would like to make themselves known, can you do something else? Can you make a noise? Knock something over again? Since something was fell over there, why not put it over there? Can you please say hello to us in that recorder? Are you attached to any of the items within this house? Can you make a noise for us, please?
Ella, are you in here?
Ella was the owner of the house, the original
She
owner,
was
right?
one of, yeah. Or John, her husband, or father. John was her father.
Okay. Would anyone like to come forward? Someone knock over that water bottle on the ground over there?
Can you please say hello to us in that recorder? Are you attached to any of the items within this house? Ella, are you in here? Ella was the owner of the house originally, right? Yeah. Or John, her husband, or father. John was her father. Okay.
You hear that?
I thought I heard her say father after he said.
Yeah,
I've heard that from over
that's
there.
an AVP right there. It says right after you say father, it says father had answered you. Listen.
Mel was the owner of the house originally.
Right after you say it.
Or John, her husband, or father. John was her father.
You hear it?
It was right in between there, yeah.
It's answering back
Yeah.
to
I
you.
can hear it
Yep.
from
Confirming
over
it.
here.
That's crazy. I'll play it one more time for the... Just because I always like to play it back just to confirm.
Mel was the owner of the house originally, right? Yeah. Or John, her husband, or father. John was her
It
father.
even sounds like a woman, too.
Put it over. They're far away.
So, yeah, what I found really cool about that is that's the only EVP that seemed like we got throughout that recording. But what's cool to me is that it was answering and confirming to what you were asking, or basically saying.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a really cool, really solid EVP right there. And it's really clear, and it sounds like a woman. So what, possibly Ella.
Confirming what I was saying, yeah.
And I don't know whether that water bottle falling over in the back of the room was necessarily a ghost or anything, but it is kind of funny how that happened. Then a little bit later, there's a voice that comes through the recorder, so there might be someone in the back of the room, or it sounded like from a distance for sure.
Right.
So, what are you doing, John?
Just chilling over here.
Did you see her over there?
No.
You want to try one more? Now that you have the headphones on, the Lucids?
Hey, please.
All right. I'm going to put the recorder in the back of the room again.
Mm-hmm.
Don't scare her away, John.
It's recording.
What is that? That was my mailroom that went off on the... Yeah, it's going off on the stairs. You touch that again, please? There it goes again. What the hell? Why is it... Yeah. What is it doing? It just keeps... Are you on the stairs? Now it's just holding onto it. Can you hold on to that for a little bit longer? That's getting probably camera shy.
Is your music box on or off?
It's on. Just probably not in range.
I was gonna say we should have set option at least.
Well, it isn't at the range that catches us this far out.
Ella, if that was you that was answering one of Dwight's questions about your father, are you still here with us? You know, if someone was in here and they said that, then does that mean they're over there now, or were they there all along in the distance and then they kind of walked up the stairs?
Maybe?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, she was in here and then went upstairs.
Are-
If she's not in here anymore.
Are you upstairs now? Is that where you want us to go?
What's her last name?
What the hell was that?
Yep. Here, I'm going to go to the other
Dude, that
side.
just killed my Melrim.
It sounded like it.
That just literally killed my Melrim.
What's Ella's last
The only time this ever happened, oh shit, was at, turn that off, was at Octagon Hall.
Yep.
What's that?
That's the one in the bed.
Is-
It's the one off. Wait, was that you?
What the fuck? What is going on?
This one's going on. All the way up in orange.
Who is this? Dude,
It is Patty.
is this Patty? Hang Holy shit.
James?
Who is this, Patty?
Oh, it just killed it.
It killed my mill rim.
Nice.
So would she have gone by Miss Lawson?
What in the world? It takes a lot of energy for them to do that because before last night, I put brand new batteries in that sucker. So this is the second time this has happened to me. Like I said, the first time was Octagon Hall. I had it on the bed. It started going off and then it just killed it just like that. So this thing's completely dead. So I have no idea. Very
On the
bizarre.
other side of the handrail is a soldier's uniform. We've had rim pod activity with that, and we just try to ask questions against that. So there was a whole document on like who he was. I can't find it. The last time we were here, we'd ask a question, we'd get an answer. I mean, the rim pod was basically responding for them. And so I wonder if it was picking up some of that energy from the uniform.
That's a possibility.
Your recorders.
Oh yeah, the recorder. Play that back because I was trying to see confirmation of who was.
There's gonna be a lot of noise on that.
I'm gonna play this back to see if it said answering any of the questions because it's starting to be weird.
After we do that, I'm gonna ask if she went upstairs too.
Okay,
Because if she was down there and went up there,
that's what I was thinking. Is it her or is it could?
it could be either one.
Did you hear that too?
Yeah.
It's like
I
some
thought
someone
that-
walking upstairs.
Yeah.
No, well,
Or like a-
John just walked that way. How
No,
did
it
we
was
do
before
that?
him.
Yeah, something like was stepping up there.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, I thought it was him, but
No, it sounded to me like it was like right up in here. It was before John went back there. And
Miss
I know,
Lawson, are you up there?
because Tommy and I looked at each other right at the same time.
Yeah.
Miss Lawson, are you up there? Can you let us know? Can you move something around? Can you say something?
I'm gonna play that back. Well, I have two, but I'll play it back this last one just to see because that one question. It's funny. I forgot to tell you that when you asked that question, I knew in my head like I was like they're gonna answer something to what you just said. It's all in like what she just asked about what she wants to be called. I feel like there's gonna be something when she says that.
Well,
they
I
like
figured
questions
this would
like.
be the right time to ask
It's a
if
good
we heard
question,
somebody
too.
Yeah.
go from here and up. I'm like, I don't want to miss that opportunity.
To that, if you want.
Recording. That was my motor that went off on. Yeah, it's going off on the stairs. Touch that again, please. Are you on the stairs? I was holding onto it. Can you hold on to that for a little bit longer? That's it. The camera shut.
Is your music box on or off?
It's on.
Let me know if you hear anything too.
Ella, if that was you that was answering one of Dwight's questions about your father, are you still here with us? Can you tell us where you're at in the room? Dude, that just killed my motor. That just literally killed my motor.
What's Ella's last name? Lawson?
Grant.
Did you hear that?
What?
Dawson.
That just literally killed my motor.
What's Ella's last name? Lawson?
Did you hear it?
I think I said.
There's someone talking over everyone. I think. You hear it in the background? There's someone
That's not
speaking.
you.
Everyone's talking. Someone's like, Dawson.
That just literally killed my motor.
What's Ella's last name? Lawson?
Do you hear it at the end? It's like it's long, elongated. It's like Dawson. I'll play it one more time. You guys are all talking, and it's someone's
hard to
talking along with you.
That just killed my
What
motor.
her last name was.
That just literally killed my motor.
What's Ella's last name? Lawson?
You don't hear that? It's right at the end. You're like Dawson, Dawson, and then there's a guy going Dawson.
Play it one more time.
That just literally
Sorry.
killed my motor.
What's Ella's last name? Lawson?
You know, here it's really hard because you guys are all talking, but it's like Dawson as you guys are all talking.
Yeah, I hear me.
Just listen at the very end. It's like
Literally killed my motor.
What's Ella's last name? Lawson?
you don't hear that. Now I hear even more. Are you hearing this, John?
Yeah, I
It's elongated. So basically, yeah, I thought it was Dawson you were saying, but it's Lawson. But yeah, it's the same. It's someone saying either Dawson or Lawson or whatever it was. So like she asked, you said it, then one of you said, "Oh yeah, Lawson," and then there's the third one. John knows what I'm talking about. It's someone going Lawson, like elongated. Yeah, over the top
of you guys talking.
And so once again, it's answering just like the first EVP to what you were saying. So it's very intelligent. The beginning of this investigation was more eventful than I thought it would be. Right off the bat, we basically had this object fall over, which was this water bottle that was John's. That could have been a weird coincidence from someone moving around in the room, but at the same time, when that happened, no one was physically moving within the room. It also could have been how the water bottle was placed on the floor. It could have just been sitting there and then slowly tilted over time. To me, that's very unlikely. At the end of the day, was this poltergeist activity? I can't tell you yes or no. That's really for you to decide. But that ties along with the EVPs that we got next. And that's what really made me think that there was something in the back of the room. Immediately following the water bottle falling over, we got an EVP that was a direct response answering to what Dwight was asking. He was talking about Ella's father. At first he got it mixed up, but it seems like whatever spirit was in the room answered for him, saying the word father. This right there is just a class A EVP to me. It's a direct response, direct answer, and also just very intelligent in general. So does this mean that Ella Lawson was in the room with us answering about her father? And for the second time now, my mail rim got drained by the spirits. The only time this ever happened before was at Octagon Hall, as you just witnessed. Was this them trying to fully get our attention? Or was this some strange malfunction within the device? And then the last thing, which once again, direct, and I mean direct, response, what I believe, from the Lawson family. From when Jessica was asking what the last name of the family was, and Dwight responded with Lawson, and they said Lawson, I forget what, like once or twice. And then over the top of them, you hear a voice say, "It's Lawson." To me, this is one of the Lawson family members. To me, it sounded like a male. Once again, just very intelligent, and to me, it's definitely the Lawson family coming through and making themselves known in their house. Is that being... That's the temperature sensor on that one. So we're upstairs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're upstairs in the house. Took a break. It is, I didn't mention, it is very, very hot in this house, especially up here. The higher up you get, because heat rises, So.
It does.
I guess it does. I'm sweating. It's hotter than hell. So yeah, Jessica thought she heard some footsteps up in this corner area over here where these books and stuff are. So we thought we'd start in this room, but we have some other stuff scattered in the other rooms as well. I really like the this tomahawk over here. It's almost like
It's a peace pipe?
Peace pipe tomahawk. It's like an antler.
Talk about mixed messages.
Get mellow and beat the shit out of me.
There's a lot of cool stuff in this museum.
Yeah.
A lot of cool stuff. So if there's anyone...
I think that's picking up that object inside the case. Because it stops.
That's EMF?
Yeah, and it's below 1. I mean...
But when she sets it right by this object, there she goes.
Huh. That is weird.
Do you think it's the object in the glass or the actual peace pipe tomahawk?
No, it's the object that's underneath here, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens when you set it next to the, just like...
See? Very little. Now it's starting a little bit too.
And this, what is this?
Is
Native
there...
American artifacts in there.
Yeah. They don't have it left below.
Is there any Native Americans that are spirits that are possibly attached to any of these items in this case? That went up a little bit more. Now it's 1 point.
It's a window that's back there.
I'm going to go low and see. I don't think there's any electricity underneath here at all. No.
No, nothing?
Nothing there.
That is very odd. And then nothing.
Just glass.
Yeah, it's kind of
That case.
It's like the contents of the case is what's causing a reading.
Thank you, sir.
What about if you put on this glass case over here?
Okay.
I'll try sitting over here.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Move
That's-
over here.
Wow, it's definitely tied to that other case.
Definitely something.
Your mailroom. Can we try that?
What the?
Could it be picking up the
Let's
eddy?
put the eddy over here.
But it's all zeros now.
But now
Yeah.
the eddy's all zeros.
Because it's getting readings over there.
Is there something?
This is the side I heard the noises from.
This side?
Like something over here had moved.
Oh.
Okay.
Is there something attached to these items? These Native American items.
Anything?
Nothing. Oh, there. We got
A
a
little.
little bit from the underneath of it.
What's in the drawers?
Good point. Locked. This one is not. We have pictures.
Is that not? What is this?
Nazi
That is-
propaganda.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at this, folks.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
What the hell?
Oh my gosh.
What is it? Is it the Nazi stuff?
It might well be.
There's a Nazi book in here. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yep, we've got
We
in
just
the
opened
drawer
the
where the
book,
Nazi
opened the
books
drawer,
one, the Eddie is
And
continuously
that book
reading
was in
here.
there.
Oh shit.
Now,
And now look at the eddy. That's right where that book was.
Oh.
are we going? Here's Luxembourg.
Anybody speak German?
Guten Tag.
But see, right here is where the book was.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the book was, yeah.
And now it's going off and there's no reason for that to be going off.
You know, Google has a thing where you can take a picture and it'll translate it. Like,
Yeah.
I think.
Is there a year on that thing?
On the back side it says 1976, so that's this one here.
This is the one, it says 1939.
1939. So that's probably Hitler's rise.
39 would be his fall.
Condition of roads. I think this is like a travel guide.
Welcome to Germany.
Yeah, look, der Deutsche Automobil Club. Yeah, it's like a travel guide.
You are welcome if you are white with white blue eyes.
We have numerous pictures in here. Ancient.
Yeah, it's a map.
Oh.
It's just a map.
Right, that temperature sensor went off right when he started opening up the map.
Yeah, I think it's just
The
like a.
eddy's still going
Crazy.
off.
Follow me real quick.
Come in here for Native American stuff.
Yeah.
You're not gonna put it on, are you?
Trains.
Gibt es jemanden, der mit uns sprechen möchte?
Bring it all in here.
Right when I brought the helmet in here.
So if you want me to ask it in German, we can do it now.
Do it.
Gibt es jemanden, der mit uns sprechen möchte?
Ja, nein. That's funny that went off right when I brought the helmet in. Can you tell me what this symbol is right here? What is this called?
Tons. Jawohl!
Guten
I
Tag.
don't think that's you.
That's not. Okay. You
Okay.
pissed somebody off. You alright, Adolf?
Oh boy. Alright, I'm setting the recorder down.
Somebody not like us touching that?
Where did the helmet come from?
Is the owner of the helmet with us tonight? By owner, I mean the soldier who may have worn it or someone who brought it back from Germany?
Oh.
Thank you very much for showing that you're here with us.
Wooden tog.
Are you German? Can you light that up if you're German? Are you an American soldier?
What's that answered?
I asked if it was an American soldier.
Danke.
So, you want me to ask you who wore the Nazi helmet?
Hmm?
That would just be kind of generic enough.
Yeah.
We'll just ask, who wore this Nazi helmet?
Who wore this Nazi helmet?
Very good.
Thank you, Google Translate.
Wer trug diesen Nazi-Helm? Wer trug diesen Nazi-Helm?
No.
Was this a trophy?
War das eine Trophäe?
Ooh.
Nice response.
Wow. That's crazy.
Do you speak English? Can you light that up if you speak English? Nope.
Ask them if they died in the war.
I was going to ask if they killed the other soldier.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do either one. Alright, did you kill the other soldier?
Hast du den anderen Soldaten getötet?
Of course, if it's a trophy, they'd be speaking English.
Well,
Right.
We don't know for sure.
Right.
Ask them if they died in the war.
Okay.
If you don't think things have attachments, I mean,
Oh yeah.
this is
Without a doubt. This
pretty
is
remarkable.
Bist du im Krieg
Absolutely.
gestorben? Bist du im Krieg gestorben?
Did you die in the war?
Bist du im Krieg gestorben?
If you died in the war, please light up those lights. Thank you. Took a while. I know it takes energy to do this.
So my question is, do you think the thing's attached to the helmet or is it attached to the map and the desk? Because we were
Oh,
getting it before the helmet was in.
Yeah, but
there's
we're
no
getting.
crazy
I
answer
think we're
now.
getting responses from both items.
I think there's something going on with the desk and the map because that is still going off over here. I mean, there's no reason for it to be doing that when I pick it up and take it away from the drawers.
What's
There's
it called? Is
nothing.
that looking at the book or something?
Yes,
It's on the book.
and it's a book of.
Finland.
Well, what if we put it on the map over here? Bring it away from the desk and try the map.
You see what happens when they do.
Okay, now it's stuff going on.
We got 0. Boom.
Oh yeah,
The map is reading. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
right
It's
on
like
that
3.
3.
'Cause it
Now
was-
remove the map and put it in the same spot.
Yep. There's something underneath going.
Weird.
You think it's like left over, like where it was just at?
Well, what else is there that might be reading? I mean, you know, there's other items. There's dozens of items here.
How about I set it up right? Okay. Put the map back. Let's try it like that.
Up there.
Okay, now it's reading nothing.
Hmm.
It's still reading over here. But it's reading low.
But you set it up on here.
It's still reading the drawer.
So something with the drawers and everything for sure.
Still reading the drawer.
Yeah.
We could try some of the same kind of things in the military room because there's still a lot of there's like shells, there's mortar shells and things like that in there. See how it reacts to that.
If you don't believe that certain items have residual energy or attachments after watching that last portion, I don't know what to tell you, man. Coming into this investigation, I had no idea that we were going to run into any sort of Nazi propaganda. I did know, prior that there was a Nazi helmet in there, but the fact that we found that Nazi map within that drawer, and that was most likely causing the EMF readings, as well as whatever energy was in that drawer. The thing that really gets me is it truly from the Nazi artifacts, or is it just something from that desk itself? We don't know how old the desk is or where the desk from, just like anything else in that museum. Everything was donated. So not only that, you're getting all these items or artifacts donated to your place of business or whatever you want to call it. Where did that person get that item? And how many times has it been passed along from person to person? And what do they do with that said item? It really makes you wonder. I really truly believe that anything Nazi related does have some sort of dark and maybe even evil energy attached to it. We investigated a couple other rooms within the house. We didn't seem to get a whole lot, but this was something else that really intrigued me that I thought I should throw in here as well. Check out this clip. And it's getting this reading just on the helmet. And Jessica was saying it was only from this side, which is where the swastika is. Just want to point that out. Because if you put it on the other side, it doesn't do anything, right? Yeah, it does nothing. Once again, if you don't believe in residual energy or attachments, what was that? The fact that the K2 was only going off when it was around the swastika on the helmet, but then when you put it on the other side of the helmet, there's just no reading whatsoever. Like, that just really blows my mind. I can't explain it. Overall, the museum, I would definitely say, is very active, and I think a lot of it does come from the Lawson family, which were the original owners before it became a museum. And not only that, whatever energy is attached to any of the items within the house. The fact that we got all those strange readings and activity with the Nazi stuff doesn't necessarily mean that it's just from the Nazi stuff. It could be from other items in the museum. We just have no idea. But I feel like it was pinpointed from the Nazi propaganda. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Once again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As well as checking out the 2 channels that I collabed with during this investigation. Make sure you check out My Haunted Fowler. He's a great guy. I've worked with him before, and he has some great content on his channel. As well as the Spirit Hunters team. They are a fresh new channel. They got some really, really great evidence on their channel. Make sure you guys go subscribe to them. And with that being said, I will see you guys whenever the fuck I see you guys.
Worshiping the devil, well, she doesn't